Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. Therions reviewed the whole archetype yesterday, but as I mentioned, trying out the new machine one. The King, machine right, Omni Negation, very easy to get on the field in basically any machine deck. You can also equip a Therion from your graveyard, for example, but I mean, it's super splashable, kind of reminds me of like Dragon Rulers in some way. But I mean, a free Omni Negation, something to put up before, before the opponent has the capability or the ability to Nibiru you, that's fantastic. Small problem is that you have to control, or you have to have a machine type in your graveyard. So most of the time you need to commit to the field. And I mean, in this particular deck, like normal summoning Harvester or Metal Cruncher, that opens you up to that very vulnerable negation. Imperm, Veiler, Blossom. And, maybe with some follow-up plays, Link 2 plays, you can get that machine in the graveyard, and then, well, your Therion will eventually hit the board, but you want, you want it to be the other way around. As you know, the Earth Machine deck, well, the Machina part of the deck, it does have like a Pendulum Call, I guess, discard to... Well, depending on which card you discarded, search like 2 Machinas from your deck or Machina cards, right? Machina Overdrive, I started off playing the deck with only 2, but I immediately realized that this card is pretty OP. Again, forgive me the mistakes. I really picked up the deck today. Has been a while. I think last time I played with Earth Machines, it was like pure, and it was only with the Infinity track, right? Anyway, so the combo routes of the deck are pretty straightforward. The combos are, well, I was about to say almost always the same. That's pretty much true. There are some variations, like ending on Zeus, or making Zeus before you're locking yourself into, machines, etc. That's going for, what is it called, the rank 9 as well. There are some standard routes, and with the rank 9 I mean, what's it called, the banish, the Trishula, you know which one I mean, the banish one card from your opponent's either graveyard or enter Vladimir, that's the name. But the thing is that, again, it kind of reminds me to rank 10 as well. I think the build as well was... It's really straightforward again. With that I mean, it's just most of the cards that are good are obviously a 3, your starters, Harvester, the Metal Cruncher as well, which, by the way, as you know, can search or, reveal 3. And currently I'm running the Therions Machine Mon at 3 in the main deck, because I wanted to be a guaranteed reveal off of Cruncher. But I don't know if I really want to have it at 3, since I feel, as you'll be seeing in the replays, and you might know, the biggest weakness of the deck is still going second and having to take on a board of multiple negations and interruptions. I feel that's my personal experience with not too much gameplay, or I mean, there are people that are super known with this deck, so something that I want to fit in are Chalice or Droplets. Again, just giving you some flexibility if you're going second. Knuckle, basically most of the time your end board, and that's something I like about this deck, is that you're running so many, or no, you're only running one pot of quote-unquote pot of Avarice, the level 5 Infinite track, but you can just get it back, send it back to the deck, recycle it with your, for example, Overdrive, right, and give you the capability to Zodiac-alike link one place, and get your, fuel your Infinity tracks in the graveyard for those big pot of Avarice plays. Citadel, fantastic bonkers card, once per turn Raigeki, kinda reminds me again of Butler, Pranket's Butler. Superb card, right? Here, why did I not normal summon the level 4 one? This one. Drill, yeah. Again, not too familiar with the names, but normal summon gives you the extra special summon from the hand. Yeah, not sure why. Maybe because of the I mean, whatever. this should be game, right? The Citadel is still able to activate itself to right-click the opponent's board, and again, you're basically doing almost the same combos. Knuckle to probably reborn one of your level 10s. The thing is that your king, your Therions, is a level 8 that could come into play. You know, level rank 8 exceed play or potential, well, I was about to say synchro play, but no, that's not the case. Exceed play. Pretty much the same. So go first. Again, this most of the time will happen. You know, your normal summon Stratos, aka Metal Cruncher, aka Harvester. It will pretty much always get blossomed or failored or impermed or whatever. But as you know, the deck has follow a place in the form of the level 5 that special summons from the deck. What's the name? You know which one I mean. Or other follow a place with the machine, the trains, for example, and so on and so on. So get it back from the hand, yeah, at least get it back from the graveyard, back to the hand. The Dozer, that was the name, and a couple of interruptions. So it's all cool. Get called? That's a small bummer because I'm going to lose my level 10 train, and that's a crucial one because that gives you the opportunity to kind of loop your resources, right? You know how it works. Get it on the field, send it to the graveyard, or when it like gets destroyed, recycle, back something, and you know the small loop goes on. So your resources with this deck, it's our resources, your resource game is quite ridiculous if you think about it. So get Knuckle back, tribute summon for Metal Cruncher. You have a couple of options, but I think, yeah, indeed, I'm just going to reveal 3, I think. 2 or 3, I think 3. Just putting on the Omni Negation because I have the Trap, which I guess gets my last Machina Fortress, the only one from the deck. Plus double Imperm, yeah, that should be more than enough, right? So there is Fortress, which again, not once per turn, basically a beatstick body, some form of defense as well, but it just serves as Link Father also most of the time. And Gear Ballista is your enabler, right? Combo extender, searching gearbox. The thing is that drawing gearbox, the level 4 here in the hand, it's terrible, but again, there is a combo, there are combos to, you know, eventually discard it, get it in the graveyard, use your quote-unquote pot of average card, get it back in the deck, and then, you know, eventually go for Ballista in the same turn and then search box that way. So it's not the end of the world if you draw or open into box, but it's not optimal. I guess that's the only brick in this deck, the box. So Knuckle on the field, this should be more than enough, right? Goliath, yeah. Already have the Omni, yeah, indeed, I already have the Omni Negation, so that's indeed more than enough, right? Go second, this opening hand is definitely good. Talking about Call by the Grave, I was really close to dropping Call by from the main deck, but because of this, I'm glad I didn't. Because again, the deck is super vulnerable to Blossom, Veil, or Imperm. You know what I mean. But Blossom, any hand traps, Call by the Grave is just your staple one to go to card. Put my Omni Negation. I think my only play, I have the Big Boy Trap card to, you know, Butler like Raigeki my opponent's board during their turn. So Citadel hits the, you know, it's the opponent in the nuts. Raigeki the opponent's field, but now I'm left at top decking. But it's fine though, because this deck is it's good at top decking. You have like triple quote-unquote, the archetype is a tanky, right? You have your Harvester, Cruncher. Again, you have so many potential top decks. So forward, yep, that's the quote-unquote tanky, and Harvester is your one-card combo into your full field. You know, but here I was like, no, I already have game on board and I don't want to play into Nibiru. So next example, again going first, reveal the Pendulum Call for Machinas. Again get Impermed, but I do have a couple of follow-up plays. Again, I need a machine in the graveyard to put up my Omni Negation, kind of secure myself against the potential Nibiru play. So Ballista, extend for box, extend for, what is it called? the chainsaw one. Banish, yeah, you know which one I mean. This one, yeah, get it back in hand. But this field is decent. Have one Omni Negation. Knuckle to Reborn something. I think I have the train in the graveyard. And okay, I have the trap. Yep. Okay, that's cool. So get back the train, which eventually should get tributed by a Citadel. Yep, so the train will eventually trigger during the end phase. But the Omni Negation is forced out here with talents, and that could be a problem, since again I'm left at top decking. If well, top decking, the thing is that Appaloosa is going to hit the board. If it wasn't for Appaloosa, I, you know, could have just have gotten back probably the Cruncher, maybe the Omni Negation, depends. So Appaloosa hits the board, it's going to eventually, right, search out Revolt, and that's big. That's really big. So can't get Cruncher back. I need to top deck something, but I don't think I can top deck something. No. Yeah, that's the thing, right? I can attack over Appaloosa with Fortress, because again, it's not an effect. But, you know, Revolt is there, and that's basically game. The thing is that the Link 4 does not target, so again, well, doesn't matter. But losing Fortress here in the process, and this is a GG well played. So going into the last example, and the thing is that the deck list, as you saw, again, it's very straightforward. I don't think there's anything special other than maybe the 3 Therions. Again, something that, as I've mentioned before, something that I definitely want to like or add in are the Chalice droplets. Again, securing my place, or you know, giving me more chances if I happen to go second, hitting those or forcing out those negations. So again, last example, some standard plays. Again, getting on my Omni Negation for at least one negation, Nibiru, Imperm, whatever, so I can go for my standard combo. Again, setting up my Link 1s, Links in the grave, or extra deck cards, right? And not really sure which other monster, probably the, I don't know, was it Harvester, or was it on the other machines I sent back to the deck? Draw 2, basically setting up the, you know, the entire deck again. Box still in the hand for the potential, you know, recycle, combo. You could eventually discard here, you know, with Knuckle, yeah, your box, yep, what I was about to say. And potentially send it back to the deck with your Machina Trap, right? Your quote-unquote smaller Pot of Avarice. So, yep, is it Elshadal Fusion? I think so, yeah, getting negated. And again, this is not a threatening board. I still have that pop effect of Citadel, and now I can, you know, just bump out those negations. That's the thing. The thing is that your king, your Therions, is a machine earth type. You can just get it back, right, during the end phase with your well, I was about to say train, right, Shadow Train. You're level 10, so that's the thing, you can constantly recycle itself, it's free, it doesn't need a normal summon, so it's quite scary how powerful and splashable that card is. But I definitely like the deck. Again, the thing is that small problem going second still. I want to find some space for droplets maybe, or Chalice. I kind of prefer Chalice a little bit because of those discard costs. But, I mean, it needs more testing, obviously. So Knuckle hits the field, and this should be the nail in the coffin, right? Drop the one of the level 10 trains, go for Dora, and it, yeah, should be more than enough to attack for games. So, okay, guys, again, like always, feel free to leave suggestions. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Team signing out. Peace.